look at the second axis, which is NT, normal tangent axis. The first one what we have looked is the XY axis. Okay, this is the second one. Later on we'll go to R theta. Okay, so the second one is NT axis. How to build this one? Okay, said that unlike XY, so the note is here in your book. Unlike XY axis, the NT axis origin are located on the particle. So in this one, okay, a projectile, we have set one point as the location for our XY axis. Okay, we have set one, and that point will not move. Okay, that axis will not move. Let's say the components start from here, moving to this point, point B, and moving to point C, moving to point D, moving to point E. Okay, the axis will always be there. Only one axis. Okay, so our analysis is from point maybe AB, AC, AD, and so on. Okay, it's not changing. But for NT-axis, the axis change as the position of the particle change. Let's say I have this first position, A, B, and C. Okay, if we have these three particle component, this part, let's say this particle moving from A to B and to C and so on, toward this direction, we will have different axis for each and every position. And what said this book? The t-axis always in the direction of the velocity, v and tangent to the curve in the direction of motion. Okay, we have seen from previous one. I've explained to you, if we have this curve, this is your velocity tangent to the curve, and somewhere A inside the curve is your A. Same here, velocity, and somewhere here is your A. Okay, so the t-axis is same direction as the velocity, so which is tangent to the curve and follow the direction of motion. So if in this case, this might be your t at this point. This is your t, tangent to the curve. This one is your t, which is same direction as the velocity. Same line as the velocity. Okay, this is for t. And then we have the n-axis always perpendicular to the t-axis and direction toward the center of rotation. Okay, so remember that this xy axis and so on, all the axes must be 90 degree to each other. So the second axis here must be also 90 degree to the first one. So here we have 90 degree, and the other one here is must always 90 degree. But which direction? Okay, downward or upward? Okay, said in this book, it is always directed to the center of rotation. So if there is a curve this way, it will be directed toward the center of rotation. Okay, in this case, curving this way toward the center of rotation, curving this way. So this is your n-axis. Okay, so now you know how to build the n-axis. Okay, meaning that toward the center of rotation, if you go straight and find this is the curve, and if we go straight this one, it will pass through the center of rotation. Okay, meaning that if you have one round like this one, this is the center of rotation. This is t, and n will pass through, go to this way. Okay, center of rotation. Okay, so we have NT-axis. Okay, and because of that, the velocity and direction will be resolved into n and t-axis. So the v will be vt plus vn, a equal to at plus an. Okay, we will resolve everything into normal and tangent. But since here you said that the direction of t is same as the v itself. Okay, so because of that, the vt is equal to V actually, because the V in tangent is same direction as the V. So V normal equal to 0. Okay, so we have V normal equal to 0, V equal to Vt. Same line. The V and the T axis is at the same line, so V equal to V tangent. Okay, now we have two more, which is A tangent and A normal. So what's it here? A normal is, okay, so A normal, V squared divided by rho. V is the velocity, rho is, what's it by rho? Radius of curvature, which is this one, rho. Okay, if you take this one up to center of rotation, the length here is the rho. So here, this is the rho or radius. Okay, radius of curvature. Okay, so there is the rho for A normal. So, and the second one is, and it said also here is A normal always in the positive n direction. So A normal must always to the positive n direction. If we follow, so now we have here, so I should draw here. Now the V is that direction, so V. So now we want to have, now we have velocity same direction as tangent, so this is Vt equal to V, same here, Vt equal to V, Vt equal to V. Okay, and then we will resolve A normal and tangent. So this is the first one, will be your A normal. Same as n toward the center of rotation will be your A normal. Always positive toward the center of rotation. Okay, the second one is A tangent. A tangent, said here it is a rate of change of speed. So it is the V dot. Same as in rectilinear motion, rate of change of speed. Now it is a tangent. Okay, so the thing is, A normal, as long as the component have the curve, we will have A normal. Okay, unless the V is 0, so A normal equal to 0. Okay, if this component moving on the straight line, A normal equal to 0. As long as it's moving in the curve, we will have A normal, which is equal to V squared divided by rho. But if rho V equal to 0, 0 divided by something, so you have 0. Okay, so for the curvilinear motion, there is always A normal. Okay, but the A tangent is the rate of change of speed, meaning that if the V constant, A tangent will be 0. Okay, A tangent will be 0. So if the question said to you the component moving with velocity which increase, okay, so if the V increase, we have A tangent positive. If V decrease, A tangent negative. Okay, so the thing here is A normal will always be there. If there is a curve, the change in velocity will be catered for A tangent. If velocity constant, A tangent 0. If velocity increase, A tangent which is increase, velocity decrease, A tangent will be negative. Okay, so if the question said the component moving with a constant velocity, not the whole A which is 0, only the A tangent which is 0. You need to really understand the question. Okay, so now, say we have A normal from here. If the velocity increase, so you have now this direction, A tangent. But if the velocity decrease, A tangent can be opposite direction. So the A tangent can be positive or negative, depend on the change in velocity. But A normal, we always toward the center of rotation. Okay, always follow this direction for A normal. Okay, so that's all. For the introduction, we have the equation, we have A tangent, and plus that one, velocity only in tangent direction. Okay, so that's all for the introduction. We will look at the example later on. taking this example 3.4 as our first exercise, okay, which is this one. Okay, it's a simple to really show you this exercise. Oh, zoom here. Okay, so you see the exercise. Okay, so it's a really simple exercise, but it tests your understanding, the basic understanding of normal tangent analysis. Okay, so we are given this one particle which move with the velocity, so moving in this direction, velocity 20 meter per second, and acceleration is 5 meter per second squared. And the question asks you to, first one, calculate the rate of change of speed. Okay, already it didn't say you what is that value, but you have to calculate what is the rate of change of speed. So from here you need to know that it is the rate of change of speed, so equal to V dot, which is equal to A tangent. Okay, A tangent. Okay, now, and the second one is radius of curvature, rho, and the last one, sketch the path on that particle. Okay, so in order for you to calculate the first one, rate of change of speed, which is A tangent, now you know that the rate of change of speed is A tangent, so you have to resolve A into A normal and A tangent, and you get A tangent, you answer the first question. Okay, from the second question, you need the rho. The rho you can get from A normal, which is, we have A normal equal to V squared divided by rho. Okay, so you have to understand and memorize the equation. A normal is V squared divided by rho. So looking from here, it is clear for you that you have to resolve A into A normal and A tangent. You get A tangent, you answer this question, you got the A normal divided by V squared, you got the rho. Okay, and then sketch the path later on. After you have exactly the A, you can answer this one. Okay, first one. So in order to do that, what you need to do is you have to resolve. You have to build first the axis normal tangent axis. Okay, so from this figure, if you really understand, you should know that the first one, the tangent, which is same direction of velocity. So you know that. Now from here, you will have this one. This is your t-axis. If you didn't understand, it is simple, but you cannot answer. Okay, so the V is same direction, same line as the t, so this is the tangent axis. Now the second one is the normal axis, which is 90 degree to t. So this is 90 degree to t. Let's say we have this one 90 degree, but which direction? Upward or downward? Positive. Okay, now we need to understand that the normal is toward the center of rotation, and the A is also toward the center of rotation, if you still remember. So the normal axis must always same direction as the A. So this must be your N axis. Okay, so N axis. So now this is your axis. Positive value downward, positive value upward for normal tangent. So now you have the NT axis. Because of that, now you can resolve the A into normal and tangent. Okay, how do you resolve that one? Okay, same as if you have this xy, yx, we have this as r, for example. Do we resolve here? Rx downward, ry. Maintain the r in between the two resolving forces. Okay, but this is positive x, this is positive y, meaning that Rx will be positive, Ry downward, so Ry will be negative in this case. So same from here. This is positive axis. This is long here is the axis for t, but positive is downward. here is the axis for n. Positive is upward. Okay, so now you need to maintain, using this axis, you need to maintain A in between two resolving forces. So meaning that here, I can resolve 1 to here. This is A normal. The other one must go this direction, A tangent. So A tangent will be negative in this case. Okay, because opposite direction from this positive tangent. Okay, now you have the A normal and A tangent. If you calculate this one, you can answer the question. Okay, so how to calculate that one? Okay, if I draw this one, okay, no, you don't have to draw directly here. But the thing is now, you have from here, this is 60, this is 40, and you know that this is 90 degrees, so it leaves you another 10 degree here. Okay, so from here, the A normal equal to, we take the A5 using this towards the end. So A normal will be cos. So 5 cos 10 equal to something. A tangent, because this is already cos, so the other one must be sine, but opposite direction. So I put negative 5 sine 10 equal to. Okay, so use your calculator. 5 cos 10 equal to 4.92. 4.92. Negative 5 sine 10 now is negative 0.868 meter over second squared, meter over second squared. Okay, so now we have these two components. You can answer this question. What is the rate of change of speed, which is A tangent? So you got the A tangent equal to 0.868. Okay, 0.6868 this direction. Okay, now I'm putting this negative because we have positive direction downward. So I know that it is go opposite direction. So positive 0.868 this direction. So what is the angle here? Okay, so this is 90 minus by 10 here, so it leaves you here must be 80. Okay, so what else do we have? This is 40 minus 10 here, so it gives you here again 30. Okay, so 10, 30, top. So from here, so you have overall here 40, 80, and the rest is 180 minus 80 minus 40. So it leaves you by, okay, this one. At least from here and here, so it's same by this one, 60 degrees. Sorry. Okay, so you have that direction 60 degree. Okay, you answer the first one. The second one, what is the rho? So you have the value. The rho equal to V squared divided by A normal, which is V25. V squared equal to 25 divided by 4.92. So we just divide by that one. 25, 4.92, 5.08 equal to 5.08 meter in this case, because it is radius, so meter. And the last one, sketch the path. Okay, so for sketching this path, if you really understand, there is several things here. Okay, so now you know that it move toward this velocity. So there is two things. The first one, the velocity must be tangent to the curve. So either this one or this one, because it is tangent. So this can be tangent, this also can be tangent. Okay, so which one? This one or that one? So now the second thing that we know, A must always toward the center of rotation, center of the curve. So the correct one is this one, because A is inside. So I can erase this one. Okay, so this is the, use the right one. So this is your curve. Okay, but which direction? Downward or upward? Again, so the second information that you know is this velocity tangent to the curve and follow the direction of motion. So velocity downward, so this is your direction. If velocity goes this way, so direction will be this direction. Okay, so you know this from that one tangent and direction of velocity. So you can draw the path. So that's all for this question. Now let's look at this second example, which is exercise 3.5. So here is the exercise 3.5. Okay, so say that the pendulum A is swinging with V equal to 0.3 meter over second. So it's clearly said that V equal to 0.3 meter over second, and reducing at a rate of 0.5 meter over second every second. So reduce 0.5 meter over second every second. So meter over second squared. Okay, when theta equal to 30 degree, this one is 30 degree theta, as shown. Determine the xy component of the acceleration for that instant. Okay, so you are required to find the ax and ay. So this is a combination. The first one, you need to use normal tangent. Okay, and after you get the A, you have to resolve into x and y axis. Okay, so your first task is to calculate what is the value of acceleration. Okay. Okay, so some information that you can use now from this equation. Okay, so we have the V and reduced at 0.5 meter per second squared. So what is it? Actually this one. Okay, this is the change of the rate of change of velocity. So we are talking about acceleration. So the velocity change, this one is the A tangent. Okay, A tangent, and the word reduce from here. So meaning that A tangent is equal to negative 0.5 meter per second squared. Because the velocity decrease, we have A tangent, which is negative value. Okay, so that is some kind of information that I really need you to understand in this chapter, because it will be not said to you directly from the question, but you have to understand what changed, what is the value. Okay, represent what. Okay, velocity change, reduce, so negative A tangent. Okay, so we have the first one, A tangent. Now our job is to calculate the A normal, because A tangent is already given. So A normal equal to V squared divided by rho. Okay, the V is there. Okay, so 0.3 squared divided by rho. So what is the value of rho in this case? Okay, so the first thing before we answer that, we have to, because this one we have the value, what is the direction? Because A normal and A tangent is a vector unit. It must have the direction. Now I'm putting only the magnitude, but not the direction. So you have to know the direction. In order for you to do that, you must know how to draw the axis, normal and tangent from here. Okay, now first one is the tangent. You already know. Tangent to the curve towards the direction of motion. So this is the curve, this is the direction. So this is your axis for tangent. And the other one is normal toward the center of rotation, 90 degree to this one. So this already 90 degree because the tangent. So toward the center of rotation. So this is your n axis. Okay, so now you have the NT axis. Okay, so NT axis. So I would like to take this one. This is 30, this is 90. So here is 60, 90, and go back here is 30 degree. Okay, 30 from here. Let's see, I'm putting here. Up there is 30, 90, so we have 60, 90 again here, so 30. Okay, so now you have the axis for normal and tangent. So your job is to draw what is your direction of AN and A tangent. Okay, so this is your velocity, direction of velocity, and now A tangent, because it is negative, so opposite direction by this one. So this is your A tangent. Okay, opposite direction from positive tangent, 0.5. So if I'm putting this direction opposite here, I must write as 0.5 meter over second squared. No longer negative, because negative is for direction. We have already put the direction, so it is positive 0.5. Okay, so negative 0.5, which is opposite direction. And the A normal must always toward the center of rotation. So this is our center of rotation. Pendulum swing. Of course, the center of rotation is where the pivot is. So this is your A normal. Okay. So in this case, the rho is from point to the pivot given here is 1. So the rho here is 1. Okay, so the value here is 0.3 squared divided by 1, 0.09. Equal to 0.09. A normal. Okay, now we have the magnitude. You should have the direction. Okay, so the A tangent going this direction. So this is again here is 30 degree. Okay, so A normal up until here is 60 degree. Okay, so now we have here A tangent going this way 30 degree, A normal going that 60 degree. In order for you to resolve into X and Y, you have first to combine these two. Okay, you have to combine the A normal and A tangent, and if you combine this one, you will have, which is A tangent first. Let's say we have 30 degree from here, 30 degree. Okay, 30. This one, so 30 degree. 30 degree, which is 0.5. 0.5. So I'm putting here up to a little bit more, up to here. And the other one is going upward 60, 45, so 60 might be that. Okay, but this is 0.5, this is 0.09, so close to 0.1. So 5 times smaller than this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here is 1 only to this. Okay, only to that one plus this one. Okay. Okay, so close to this. This is your, actually this is your A. Okay, so this is A what? A tangent, A normal, A normal. Okay, A tangent and A normal. Okay, so now from here we have A tangent, which going down here is here, which is 30. So up here is 60 degree. So 60. Okay, 60, and we should have here as 60 there. So here must be 30 degree. Here is 60 degree, and between these two, this is your 90 degree. Okay, this is your 90 degree. So this is the A. Yep. Okay, so A is there. So what is the value of A? A equal to square root of 0.09 squared plus 0.5 squared. So you have the A, which is, use your calculator. Okay, so the A is 0.51. 0.51 meter over second squared. Okay, so now you need to know the direction. So this is your direction for A, but you have to first calculate what is the direction of this inside. Minus 60 minus this one, you get the alpha. Okay, so here inside here we can use tangent. Tangent minus 1, so the beta is equal to tangent minus 1, which is A normal. 0.09 divided by this one 0.5, so you get the beta. Tangent minus 1.09 divided by 0.5, you have 10. Okay, so what do I have here? Okay, so 10.2. Okay, so 10.2 alpha, yeah, alpha equal to this is 90 minus 60 plus 10.2 equal to, so 90 plus minus 60 minus 10.2 equal to 19.8. Okay. Okay, so now 19.8 degrees, so the value is there. Okay, erase all the other thing. This is your A. From this, your A is 0.51. This one 0.51, and angle here is 19.8. Okay, so now you have the A, direction and magnitude. You need to resolve into X and Y. So this is positive Y and positive X. Okay, resolve. So just resolve. You need to maintain the original in between the two axes. So you will have here AX, AY. That's all. So the AX equal to 0.51. Take this one. So this one will be cos cos 19.8 degree equal to something this direction. I'm not putting the negative because directly I put the direction. AY equal to 0.51 sine 19.8 degree, one value tau. Okay, 0.51 times cos 19.8, 0.4798 or 0.5 already. 0.51 sine 19.8, so you have 0.173. Okay, meter over second squared. Okay, 0.5. Okay, so the answer is given 0.47 and 0.173. Both answer here given in negative because it's referring to positive x and positive y. But now I'm putting that ax is this value and the direction, so I don't have to put negative. If I don't want to put this one and refer to this, I have to put negative because it is opposite from here and opposite from the other one. Okay, that's all for the second exercise. We really need to understand how to draw the t-axis. Okay, tangent, which is t-axis tangent to the curve toward the direction of motion and always toward to the center of rotation. Okay, and then the rest you have two equations. In tangent is the change in the velocity, and in normal is v squared divided by rho. Okay, that's all.